Brilliant, brilliant. So this is the last of the classes, Monday evening classes, because next week I'm doing face-to-face classes. And if you're at David Lloyd, I'm doing 9:30 Spirit, and I'm doing 10:30 Pilates. Brilliant. So, starting today, in pose of a child, come down into a kneeling position. Take your knees a little bit wider apart, and then maybe make a platform for your head with your hands, and just lengthen your spine and let your chest come down towards the floor. So the knees are wide, your back is flat. And take this moment to really settle into your breath and into your body. So going to be here for a few breaths. Don't worry, it's going to get quite active later on. So this is just a chance to settle in. To be aware of your body if there's any aches and pains, knees or hips or feet or fingers. And now extend one arm out in front of you and then extend the other arm. Bring the elbows off the floor, spread the fingers wide, draw your shoulder blades back into their joints. And with those arms spiraling, the hands spiraling out to the side, just bring yourself up onto your hands and your knees and bring your knees together. And then come up onto your fingertips and sit back towards the heels, not on the heels, just towards them. Draw the navel into the spine and then come back into table position. So the whole time you're on your fingertips, you're pushing back towards the heels, not on the heels, and coming back into place, table. And one more time, pushing back as far as you can without sitting down, and back into table position, and place your hands to the floor and tuck your toes and lift into down dog. As you hold this position, take a breath in and lift the heels up high, and then exhale and push them down. And again, inhale, lift those heels high. And exhale. One more time. Inhale, lift the heels high. Now push the heels to the floor and hold your down dog. If you need a bit more movement, then just walk through the feet. Otherwise, see if you can already hold that position still. And as you look towards your ankles, lengthen your neck. And turn your heels out slightly. And press the whole of the palm into the floor. Relax your neck so you can just nod the head yes and nod the head no. And find that lovely shoulder stretch that down dog gives you. The back of the neck is really long and flat. And then lift your heels up really high and bring your knees to the floor. As the knees touch the mat, let the knees come together and separate your feet. And then sit back in between your heels. Now, some of you won't want to do this, in which case, just stay in a regular kneeling position. Some of you will feel fairly comfortable. So sit up tall and then bring your palms together and clasp your hands and press your palms to the ceiling, but draw the shoulder blades down your back. Feel that connection with your belly. And you're lengthening through those thighs, just looking straight ahead of you. One more breath. And separate your hands and push into the hands as you come back onto hands and knees. And then take your right leg out behind you. Squeeze the inner thighs so you're keeping the hip low, that right hip, not trying to open the hip like so, but in almost drawing that right hip bone down towards the floor. Squeeze the glutes and then lengthen your left arm alongside your ear. Try to be as stable as you can. So imagine drawing the right hand towards the left knee. One more breath, then lift those leg and arm a little higher and then release to the floor. Coming straight to the other side, left leg extended. Draw the left hip down, flatten your back. Draw the navel into the spine and then extend your right arm alongside your ear. And again, imagine bringing the left hand towards the right knee. That's where the connection in the belly is. Just one more breath. Place your hand and knee to the floor and come into plank pose. So feet hip distance apart. Push into the heels. Lengthen through your neck. This is your lucky day, because this is definitely quite a few plank day, as opposed to no plank Friday. Just one more breath. Then shift your weight forward and come all the way down to the floor. With your hands under your shoulders, separate the feet and peel yourself up into cobra. Don't have to come too high. And soften the elbows, draw the shoulders down your back. Take a breath and then almost come forward in order to come down. Same position again of cobra, breathing in, exhaling, pushing your body up. Relax the elbows, draw the shoulders back. Draw your belly away from the floor. Squeeze your glutes. One more breath. Shift your weight forward in order to come down. Reach your hands behind you and clasp the hands. And then pull your chest off the floor. Squeeze the palms tightly. Let your feet float off the mat. And then bring the feet together. So feet are off the floor, heels are touching, palms are touching, the heel of the hand touching. One more breath, and then release your feet, separate them, hands under the shoulders, and come up into cobra again. So maybe the back feels a little looser from putting that locust in there. One more breath, and then lower down to the floor. Tuck your toes and push into plank. So some of you can do it without being a little worm in the middle. I'm afraid I haven't quite got there yet. And now lift your hips into down dog. Again, give yourself a few breaths here. You're pushing the heels, you're stretching the back of the legs, you're lifting the sitting bones. One more deep breath. And then step or walk your feet to your hands and forward fold. Have your feet hip distance apart. Looking in towards the shins. See if you can get your nose a little closer to your knees. And then bring your hands either side of your feet and lean your weight forward. So the heels are almost coming off the floor. Hardly any weight in the heels. And then place the feet on the mat. Place your hands onto your shins for Ardha Uttanasana or monkey pose. So arms straight, back flat, neck long. Two more deep breaths here, breathing in and exhaling, use that belly, and again breathing in and exhaling into forward fold. Clasp your hands behind your back and take your hands over your head. Let's get into those shoulder blades. So really pull the hands over the head. Try and pinch the shoulders. Now keep hold of the hands. On an exhale, lift your chest. You're coming back into Ardha Uttanasana with the back flat. You're holding your hands, drawing those shoulder blades back. Now hold it here, draw the navel into the spine, and then open your arms wide out into airplane arms. And then finally bring yourself all the way to Tadasana, standing at the front of your mat. And take a breath in as you look up to the ceiling, and then exhale, folding all the way forward. With your hands on your shins, take an inhale. And as you exhale, plank pose. So walk, step or jump into your plank. Holding for 3, long arms. Holding for 2, draw that navel in. And holding for 1. Then shift your weight forward and lower to the floor. Inhaling into Cobra, look forward, draw the shoulders back. And then push back into Down Dog and breathe comfortably. And as you breathe in, lift the heels up high. And as you exhale, press them to the floor 2 more times. Inhaling the heels high. And exhaling. 1 more time. Inhaling to lift those heels. And exhale. Then looking to your hands, walk or jump. And forward fold. Coming all the way up to stand Tadasana. And hands to the center. Let's go again. Breathe in. Exhale and folding forward. Inhale halfway. Uttanasana. Exhale, plank pose. And pausing. Pushing back into the heels, flatten the shoulders. Holding for 4 this time. And 3, keep that breath long. And 2, push back into the heels. And 1, then come forward, lower down to the floor. Inhale, Cobra. And exhale, Down Dog. Get that neck relaxed. As you inhale, lift your heels up high. And exhale, press them down. And again, inhale, lift the heels. And exhale. Just 1 more time, breathing in as the heels lift. And exhale, looking between your hands. Walk or jump. And exhale and fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Bring your hands to the center. And again, inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plank. Pausing here. Holding for 5 this time. And 4. And 3. and 2, keep that breath going, and 1, then lowering all the way to the floor. Inhale, cobra, use the glutes, and exhale, down dog. As you inhale, lift your heels high, and exhale down. And again, inhale, lift those heels. And exhale. Just one more time to inhale, lift the heels. And exhale. As you look to your hands, inhale, walk or jump your feet. And exhale and fold. Now hold this forward fold. With your hands on the floor, close to your feet, take your right leg into standing split. Keep your breath long, squeeze your inner thighs, draw the navel in, lengthen your neck, you're looking at your left shin. Just one more breath. Now begin to lift your body into warrior 3. So lengthen the neck, right leg out behind you. For one more long breath, and then fingertips to the floor, standing split. Keep that right leg lifted high, looking in at your left shin. And finally, step your feet side by side, forward fold, side by side but with a little gap. Take your arms alongside your body and come up into Ardha Uttanasana. So send the fingers out behind you this time. Spread the fingers wide. Bring the shoulders away. Lengthen your neck. Take the weight into the toes rather than the heels. One more breath, and then hands to the floor. Ready for split on the other side. So slide the left leg up to the ceiling. Tuck your head in. One more breath, and then when you're ready, coming into warrior 3 on that side. So extend the left leg out behind you. Lengthen your neck. You can place the hands wherever useful for you. I like to keep them underneath my chest. You could take them out in front of you. Just one more breath. Fingertips to the floor. Keep lifting that left leg. And finally, step your feet side by side and forward fold. Take your arms alongside your body, reach behind, flatten your back. And then come all the way up to stand. Bring your hands to the center. And now bend your knees. Let your fingertips come to the floor. And then inhale into chair pose. And then exhale, folding forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plank. Holding your plank, push back into the heels. Holding for 3. And 2. and 1. Shift your weight forward as you come down to the floor. Inhale into cobra. And exhale, down dog. Step your right foot forward, crescent lunge as you lift up. Bring your hands to the floor and plank and lower down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, crescent lunge. Hands to the floor and plank and lower to the floor. Inhale, up. Exhale, down dog. Holding it here. Take control of your breath. One more breath. As you look to your hands, walk or jump. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees. Chair pose. All the way up and hands to the center. Let's go again. Knees bent. Fingertips to the floor. Then lift into chair. And finally folding forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plank. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift your weight forward as you lower to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Stepping the right foot, crescent lunge to lift as you breathe in. And hands to the floor and plank. Lower down to the mat. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Left foot forward. Inhale, crescent. Hands to the floor and cobra. A plank and lower down. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Pausing. Use your breath. Almost have that feeling of buoyancy as you're breathing in and exhaling. When you breathe in, maybe lift the heels and exhaling and press. For 2 more times. 1 more time. As you look to your hands, walk or jump. And exhale and fold. Bend your knees, chair pose. Come all the way up. And hands to the center. 1 more time as you bend your knees and let the fingertips graze the floor. And then inhaling to chair. And folding forward as you breathe out. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plank. Holding for 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Shift your weight forward as you lower to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward. Crescent lunge. And hands to the floor. And plank. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Left foot forward, crescent lunge to lift, And hands to the floor and lowering with control. Inhale, up. Exhale, down dog. And breathe. Just one more breath as you lift your heels and look between your hands and jump and fold. Now hold this forward fold. Take your right leg high to the ceiling, standing split. And then lift up into warrior three. And then eventually come all the way up. Bring your right knee in towards you. So holding under the knee, or reaching for your big toe and extending your right leg. So find your poise and your balance. One more breath and then open the knee or the leg out to the right. Press into that left foot, maybe soften the left knee slightly so it's doing a little bit of work. One more breath and then come back to the center. Now you're going to change hands. Left foot to that right leg or to the knee. Right arm opening out. Just one more breath. Come back to the center. Let go of the leg. Reach your arms alongside your ears, holding for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now bend your right knee. Bring your hands to the floor for standing split. Keep that right leg lifted. Then take your left hand in front of the left foot. Coming into Ardha Chandrasana, bring your right arm up to the ceiling. If you want a little more, bend the right knee and grab your ankle for Chapasana, and then open the hip. Lengthen through the right thigh. Draw the right shoulder back. One last breath. Bring your hands to the floor for standing split. And then step your feet side by side as you forward fold. Take your arms alongside your body, coming up into Ardha Uttanasana, contactless. Spread those fingers wide, lengthen your neck, pull the navel in. And then bring your hands to the floor. Left leg coming into the air. Lifting into warrior three. And then coming up to balance. Bring that left knee in, holding around the back of the knee or holding onto your big toe with your 2 fingers. Just pausing and holding there. And then open your left leg out to the left. And come back to the center where you change hands, right hand to that left foot. Open your left arm. And then come back to the center, let go of the left leg, arms by your ears for 5, lift from the hip, and 4, and 3, and 2, And 1. Bend that left knee, hands to the floor for standing split. Tuck your head in. Send your right hand in front of the right foot. Ardha Chandrasana as you lift your left arm up. And then see if you can catch that left ankle and open the left knee by drawing the left shoulder back. Lengthen through the left thigh. One more breath, then hand to the floor. Extend your left leg, folding forward. And then bring your feet side by side for forward fold. Arms alongside your body. Flatten your back, reach into your fingers. Now with your feet hip distance apart, bend your knees and come into a deep squat. Clasp your hands and push your hands away. See if you can do this with the feet parallel. If you need to, turn the toes out. And then let your chest come in between your knees. And then begin to fold forward as you straighten your legs. Feet hip distance apart, taking one foot under each hand. Let the toes come to the back of the wrists. Then take a breath in, lengthen your back. And then exhale, folding forward. It's Padahasta Uttanasana. Hand, foot, forward fold. Just one more breath, then release your hands and bring your arms wide out as you lengthen your back. And then bend your knees into chair pose. So we're going to hold this chair for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then press yourself all the way up. Grab the left wrist and lean to the right. Let your head rest on your right upper arm. And come back to the center. Grab the right wrist with the left. Lean to the left. Try and straighten the right arm. Make sure your head is resting on your left upper arm, so no tension in the neck. And finally, come back to the center. Take a breath in and exhale, folding forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plank. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift your bottom into down dog. Now bring the feet just an inch or two closer to the hands for twisting down dog. Right hand to left knee or ankle. And look under that left armpit. Just one more breath. Take both hands to the floor and then come onto side plank on your right hand and your right foot. Take your left arm up to the ceiling. Vashisthasana. Just one more breath. Left hand to the floor, left knee to the mat. Extend your right leg. Bend your right knee. Reach behind with the left hand to grab the ankle. So hip bones pointing down to the floor. Slight curve in the lower back. Push the foot and the hand together. And finally release. Feet on the floor for plank pose. Holding for 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Shift your weight forward to lower down to the floor. Legs together, heels together. Clasp your hands. Lift your head, your feet and knees. Locust pose. One more breath. Release to the mat, hands under shoulders, and push up into plank, holding for 3 and 2 and 1. Lift your hips down, dog. Stepping the left foot forward. Crescent lunge as you lift up. And then open your arms wide, like you're lifting the chest to the ceiling. Just one more breath. Bring your hands either side of the left foot. Step the back foot a little closer for pyramid pose. Fold over that left leg. With the option to walk the hands facing your right foot. And then bring left hand to left ankle for triangle pose. Keep your neck long, reach your right arm up. Lengthen both sides of the waist. And now bring your right hand, place it on the inside or outside of the left foot for twisted triangle, and take your left arm up to the ceiling. Just one more breath. Release your hands to the floor, turn to the right. For wide-legged forward fold, tuck your fingers underneath the edges of feet. Draw the top of your head to the floor, looking behind your knees. And then take both hands to the right ankle. Draw your left shoulder towards the right knee. Tuck your head so you're looking past the knee. Try and draw the hip level. Left hip, draw it in. Draw the right hip back. One more breath. And then come back to the center. Take your arms wide like airplane wings. And then pull yourself up to stand. As you come up, turn your left toes into warrior 2. Bend the left knee. And now lift your right arm. Bring your right hand on the inside of the left foot for twisted lunge. Right hand down, left Heel flat on the floor, right heel lifted. One more breath, and then lift into crescent lunge. So push yourself up, arms alongside your ears. Finally, bring your hands to the floor. Drop the back knee for Ardha Hanumanasana as you straighten your left leg. If you want a little more, try and come into split. So bring the left leg forward. Take a breath, and maybe you can fold over that left leg, but don't panic if you're not quite there yet. Just one more breath. Then you're going to tuck the right toes as you bend the left knee and step back into down dog. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Ready for twisting dog on the left side. So left hand, find your right knee or your right ankle. Look underneath your armpit. Just one more breath. Both hands to the floor. Side plank on your left side. Try squeezing the inner thighs together. Balancing on the edge of the left foot. One more breath. Bring your right hand to the floor and your right knee. Extend the left leg. Bend the knee. Grab hold of the ankle with the right hand. Drop your waist. Lift your chest. Kick the foot and the hand into each other. One more breath and then release. Coming into plank pose. Holding there for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Shift your weight forward to come down to the mat. Legs together, clasp your hands, lift your chest, your feet, palms touching. Lift your hands away from your back. Just one more breath, then release, hands to the floor and push into plank, holding for 3 and 2 and 1. Step your right foot forward. Crescent lunge as you lift up. Arms wide apart. Lift your chest to the ceiling. So one more breath. Then bring your hands to the floor, step the back foot a little closer for pyramid pose, folding over your right leg. Option to walk the hands towards the left foot. And bring your right hand to the right ankle for triangle pose. And as you look to the floor, take your left hand inside or outside the right foot for twisting triangle. One last breath, and then bring yourself up into crescent lunge. Arms alongside your ears. And place your left hand on the floor into twisting lunge, right hand lifted. Push down into the left hand, draw the right shoulder back. Push the right hip back. And then both hands to the floor for Ardha Hanumanasana. Left knee on the mat, straighten your right leg, or send your right leg out in front of you. And breathe. Just one more breath as you bend the right knee and step back into down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then coming forward into plank. Just squeezing the navel into the spine. Shift your weight forward. Come all the way down to the floor. Bring your toes and knees off the floor, arms alongside your body, palms facing down. And now bend your knees, grab your ankles with your hands, one hand or two. And then lift the knees off the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Kick your feet into your hands. Maybe flex the feet so you've got more of a handle to hold on to. One more breath, and then when you let go, come back into locust, so not collapsing on the mat just yet. Slide the feet together, squeeze the inner thighs and the glutes. One last breath, then separate the feet, hands wider than the shoulders, and peel up into cobra. And then push back into wide-legged pose of a child. Try and get your chin and your chest on the floor. Come onto your hands and your knees, and a very last down dog. So that you can come into pigeon. So bring your right knee behind the right wrist, extend the left leg behind you, lower the left foot to the floor, and then lower your chest for sleeping pigeon. One more breath. And then come back onto your hands. Tuck your left toes and push back into down dog. Walk through your feet. Get some movement into the knee and the hip. And then from a still position, bring your left knee towards the left wrist. Slide your right leg back, knee to the floor. Keep the length in your waist as the chest comes down. Lean heavily into your hips, into your groin. Now walk your hands in towards you. This time sit onto your left buttock so that you can swing the right leg around. Coming into Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees wide apart, and sit up tall. And then lean forward. Elbows on the inside of those thighs. Lengthen your back. Deep stretch in the groin. And now pull your knees together. Roll onto your back. Stretch your legs up to the ceiling. Lower your left leg so that it's hovering just above the floor. As you exhale, bring your nose towards your knee and hold it there, and then release your arms. Keep the nose and the knee together, holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, don't relax, and 2, and 1. Now grab the right leg with your hands. Rest the left leg on the floor. Rest your shoulders. Focus on that lovely stretch in your hamstring. Now hold on to the right leg with your left hand. Maybe take your hand to the outside of your ankle. Bring your right arm over your ear. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to roll yourself up. And then open the right arm wide, looking behind you. And then come back to seated Dandasana. Ready on the other side, roll down onto your back. Bring both legs in, straighten your legs. Take the right leg hovering above the floor, bring the left leg in towards you. On an exhale, lift your nose to your knee. Hold everything there, then reach your hands forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right leg, lower head and shoulders. Keep hold of the left leg. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Take your right hand to the ankle, left arm over your ear. Inhale, exhale, roll up to balance and open your left arm wide. and then come back to the center. Separate your feet and roll down onto your back. This is Shavasana, and just let everything go. So this is my last Monday at 5 o'clock yoga class, because this time next week, 5 o'clock, I'll be in Turnberry's Community Centre teaching gentle yoga there. So you're welcome to join me for that. And if not, there will be other opportunities, I am sure. So I'm going to leave you to your lovely Shavasana and say thank you so much for sticking with me, and see you somewhere, I'm sure. Namaste.